Alright, hi, Mike Sattery with the Rima Group on behalf of Hughes. I'm going to go through the Power Watchdog, and I'm going to go through the Autoformer. So, the unit we have here is our 30 amp Power Watchdog. The things that separate us from the competition, we have two main things that are patented to us. We have a replaceable surge module. A 30 amp is $30, 50 amp is $50. Competitors, you're going to have to replace this entire unit. Benefit of that is when you purchase ours, this is essentially the last one you'll ever have to buy, because all you're going to have to do is replace this module. I will demonstrate how to replace that module right now. There's two locking collars. You just got to remove the locking collars. There's 8 screws. You're going to remove the casing. The module is right here. Comes right out. It's an easy plug and play. There's a track on the inside. Slides back in, housing's back on, bolted down, collar locks, absolutely easy peasy. So, I'll get into a full demonstration here. So we have a power post right here. We always say use this as a diagnostic tool. Right? You pull in before you even set up your coach or anything like that, plug it in. If it looks like this, with the face is nice and white, that means you got good power. If for whatever reason you plug it in and there's an issue, it's going to be red. And this unit you're looking at is the emergency power off unit, which is our best surge protector that we offer. And I'm going to simulate a spike real quick, okay, so you can see what it looks like. So if you were to plug in right away and that face is red, it's going to tell you there's something bad with the post. It'll show you a code here, and it'll list the codes on the side. Also, the other patented thing that we have to us is we offer Bluetooth technology with all of our equipment. What that means is we have developed our own apps, and once you have the app, all you do is you scan your QR code on the front of your module. It'll sync with your phone or your iPad or whatever you're using. And now, other than this, it'll show you exactly what happened on your phone. You just hit read more, it'll give you a full description of the error that just happened.
And you should make it known, like he's telling you, that some units, because it popped like this, would blow.
Yep.
This one will reset.
Yep. So what's happening now is I'm going to put this back to a normal voltage. And the reason it stays red is because for 90 seconds, it is going to monitor the power coming out of this post. If after that 90 seconds, the voltage is then back into a normal operating range, or if it was a ground and the ground is gone, this is going to reset. It's going to go from red back to white. It'll supply the power to your coach. So, like, I demonstrated using this as a diagnostic, but say that happened while you were hooked up,
right,
and you had this issue, and it had an issue, it would open back up, it would supply the power back, and then you're good to go. But if it stays like this, you then know that there is an issue at your post. You can go to your campground, and you can tell them, hey, I need to move, you need to look at your post, there's something going on there, and the next person or yourself can be benefited from that greatly. Also, with the Bluetooth app, while you're using it, this is going to reset. I'll do a quick reset so I can get to this real quick. It'll clear that. So, the Bluetooth app is a real-time readout of everything that's coming out of that post, just like it says. There's 125 volts coming out of that post. If you're hooked up to your coach, you would be reading amps. You can read your kilowatt hours. The benefit of this is when you're leaving, say you're paying per kilowatt hour at the park, you can tell the park person exactly how many kilowatt hours you use while you're there. A nice benefit. Another major benefit with us is when you purchase ours and register and you need to replace this module within the first 2 years, they will cover it at 100% free.
I did not know that.
This also comes in a hardwire version.
That's one I wish I
So, as I was saying, this comes in a hardwire version. It's an added level of security as well because it's a nice piece of equipment. You don't want someone running off with it at the park, so we offer two things. The hardwire version, you can obviously, it's inside your coach, it's out of sight, out of mind. You know it's working, no one else knows it's there. That's good. But we also offer a locking collar that comes with this one, and you can put a nice lock through it around the post, and you're good to go. That covers our surge protection, the EPO version. We're going to move on to the Autoformer. The Autoformer, there's a couple differences between the two. This doesn't have the Bluetooth. It does have surge protection. The added benefit of this is a voltage booster. What that means is, when this is hooked up, as you're in a big camp and everyone starts turning on all their equipment, the cumulative voltage is going to drop. So you might start experiencing low voltage, and that's bad because your unit is designed to run above 108. So it starts getting around there, you're gonna start brownouts, you're gonna burn up equipment, stuff like that. So when this is plugged in, if it drops below 113, this is gonna sense it, and then it's gonna boost it. And I'll demonstrate it real quick. So I'm gonna turn this down about 108. So if you zoom in here, I'll put it right to 108 because that's where it's really, really bad. So 108 is going to burn up a lot of equipment.
Right.
So coming out of the post is 108. It's plugged into our Autoformer, and then you can see the readout here.
Still 117.
You will still be getting the proper range because it boosts it 10%. People are going to say you're pulling it from the park. You're not pulling it from the park. Whatever's coming into that Autoformer is whatever's coming into the Autoformer. Within this unit is going to boost that voltage just at your unit. It's not going to pull more power. So everybody else is going to be having a bad experience. You're going to be having a good experience right here. So you're good to go. And you can see it's boosting right there. And if for some reason that voltage stays low in the park, it's not going to stop boosting. It'll keep you where you're at until that park comes back up to where it needs to be. It'll then, the boost will go off because I'll bring it back up to a normal. Boosting turned off, and now you're back to, but it is always boosting 2% as well. You can see 117 and 119. You can use these in conjunction as well. People like doing that because when you have this doesn't have the feature of the emergency power off, right? So say the part gets so low that even with a boost, the voltage is bad. If you have this in conjunction, it'll sense that low voltage, it'll trip off with the EPO, and it'll secure it to your coach. But when if you're using them in both, you have to use the Autoformer first, and then the surge protector. Because if you go the other way, if you get a low voltage, this is going to turn off, and it's never going to give your Autoformer unit a chance to boost and supply that power in. So make sure you're using them Autoformer and then surge protector.
Thanks, Michael.